Have you ever just stopped to think about, well, everything? How vast the universe is or how small you really are? Today we're diving deep into 25 mind-bending facts that might just make you question your very existence. Grab a seat, take a deep breath, and let's dive in. Fact 1. You're made of stardust. Let's start with something big and beautiful. Every single atom in your body, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and even hydrogen, was born in the heart of a star. Billions of years ago, massive stars went supernova, releasing elements into space that eventually formed planets and life. So, in a literal sense, you're not just in the universe is in you. Fact 2. The universe is expanding faster than the speed of light. Imagine the universe like a balloon, constantly expanding. Now think of that balloon expanding so fast that parts of it are actually moving away faster than light itself. This means there are areas of the universe that will forever remain out of our reach, no matter how fast we travel. Some places we will simply never, ever know. Fact 3. Your brain plays tricks on you. The world you experience isn't a direct reflection of reality, it's your brain's interpretation of it. Your brain fills in gaps, ignores details, and even manipulates information to make things more manageable. You're only aware of what your brain decides you need to know, so how much of what you see and feel is really real? Fact 4. We only see 0.0035% of the electromagnetic spectrum. Visible light, the range we can actually see, makes up just a tiny slice of the electromagnetic spectrum. There's so much more: infrared, ultraviolet, X-rays, gamma rays. Imagine if you could suddenly see these invisible wavelengths. How different would the world look if you could see everything? Fact 5. There are more stars than grains of sand on Earth. Picture every beach, desert, and grain of sand on Earth. Now imagine that each grain of sand represents a star. Astronomers estimate that the universe contains more stars than all those grains combined. By a lot. We're living in an ocean of stars. Fact 6. You become a new person. Every 7 to 10 years. On a cellular level, you're constantly regenerating. By the time 7 to 10 years go by, most of the cells that make up you have been replaced. Your physical self isn't static, it's more like a river, always moving and changing. So who are you really? The person you were 10 years ago, or the one you are now? Fact 7. Infinite versions of you might exist. The multiverse theory suggests there could be infinite universes, each with slight variations. Maybe in another universe you made different choices or ended up on a different path. Somewhere out there, there could be you living a completely different life. Makes you wonder, what might that version of you be doing right now? Fact 8. Time might eventually stop. As the universe expands, it's actually slowing time down bit by bit. In an incredibly distant future, time itself might even stop, leaving everything in a kind of frozen state. Time, as strange as it sounds, is a dimension that could just end. Fact 9. Your memories are unreliable. Every time you recall a memory, your brain rewrites it. Details shift, emotions change, and over time, memories can become more fiction than fact. The memories you cherish may not be exactly as you remember them. So what's more real, what happened or how you remember it? Fact 10. You're just a self-aware collection of atoms. Strip away everything, and you're left with atoms, just like the air around you or the ground beneath you. Yet somehow, these atoms have come together to create self-awareness. Consciousness remains one of the biggest mysteries. How can a collection of atoms understand that it exists? Fact 11. You're mostly empty space. At an atomic level, you're mostly empty space. If we took away all that empty space, condensing every human on Earth into solid matter, humanity would fit into a single sugar cube. So what does it mean that you're more nothing than something? Fact 12. The Earth spins at over 1,000 miles per hour. Even when you're still, you're actually moving at about 1,000 miles per hour due to Earth's rotation. Then there's our orbit around the Sun and the Sun's orbit within the galaxy. You're always in motion, part of a cosmic dance you don't even feel. Fact 13. Humans actually glow. It's true, humans emit visible light, but it's about 1,000 times too faint for us to see. So, on a microscopic level, you're like a tiny beacon, glowing with energy. Fact 14. We share DNA with bananas. 60% of our DNA is similar to that of a banana. So in a strange, funny way, you're closer to a banana than you might think. Life on Earth shares a lot more than we realize. Fact 15. We rarely use all of our brain at once. While the idea that we only use 10% of our brain is a myth, it's true that we rarely use every part simultaneously. Your brain is like a supercomputer, selectively powering up different areas depending on what you need. Fact 16. The sun's light is ancient. That sunlight you feel on your skin? It started as energy in the sun's core over 30,000 years ago, battling its way to the surface before it traveled to Earth in just 8 minutes. You're feeling ancient energy. Fact 17. Your life is only 650,000 hours long. Let's put it this way. On average, a person lives for about 650,000 hours. Suddenly, every moment seems a little more precious, doesn't it? Fact 18. Your body is mostly non-human cells. There are about 10 times as many bacterial cells in your body as human cells. These tiny microbes outnumber your cells, making you more microbial than human. Fact 19. Earth was once a lava ocean and a snowball. Earth has gone through extreme phases. Once it was a global lava ocean and later, it was a giant snowball during Snowball Earth. Our planet has had some pretty intense makeovers. Fact 20. Your body creates 25 million cells every second. Right now, as you're listening, your body is creating 25 million new cells every second. That's about 1.5 billion new cells per minute. You're a walking factory. Fact 21. You can't physically touch anything. Because of atomic repulsion, you technically never truly touch anything. When you touch something, you're feeling the electromagnetic force, not physical contact. So what does it really mean to feel? Fact 22. Earth experiences 100 lightning strikes per second. Right now, as you watch this video, Earth is being hit by lightning around 100 times per second, or about 8 million times a day. It's a planet-wide electric storm. Fact 23. The Big Bang is still happening. The Big Bang wasn't a single explosion, it's a continuing process of expansion. Every moment, the universe stretches further. So in a way, we're all living within the Big Bang. Fact 24. Your brain processes 11 million bits of information every second. Your brain is receiving about 11 million bits of information per second, but only consciously processes about 40. So much of what's around you is flying under the radar. Fact 25. Humans exist in 0.0014% of the universe's history. The universe is 13.8 billion years old, and humans have been here for only about 200,000 of those years. In the grand scale of time, we're just a blink, a flash in cosmic history. So, do you feel small yet? Our universe is vast, mysterious, and maybe even a little terrifying, but it's also beautiful. Let us know which of these facts got to you the most. And remember, stay curious.